Cities were built for humans. Then, an animal learned the schedule and slipped inside the cracks. This is the coyote, Canis latrans, reprogramming urban life to hunt when escape fails. It watches parking lots, studies shift changes, times garbage pickups. The question isn't if it enters the city, it's how it turns our routines into a hunting map. At night, a silhouette moves with eerie certainty. Not lost, but practiced. The coyote learns the human rhythm and exploits every predictable gap in our safety. It adapts faster than we expect. One pattern, one mistake, and prey becomes trapped. The stakes climb in a single misstep. This video asks one dark question. How does an ancient predator become a city strategist? We'll trace anatomy, behavior, cost, and the moments when escape fails. The answer lives in senses tuned for ambiguity, brains wired for learning, and a world of human errors. Each detail stacks into an urban weapon. You will see how trash, alleyways, and commuter habits become hunting tools. The city flips from shelter into trap, and the coyote is the architect. By the end, you'll understand one brutal truth. The predator that learned our cities attacks not from hunger alone, but from opportunity and our own predictable choices. Start with the body. Lean, resilient, built for endurance. Canis latrans moves with economy. Long legs, springy spine, a gait that conserves energy for prolonged pursuit. Its skull is compact, jaws strong enough to clamp small mammals and tear carrion. Not the crushing bite of a wolf, but a versatile toolkit for urban prey. Senses. Hearing is primary. Coyotes hear a mouse under snow and a doorknob rattle blocks away. Acute ears decode the smallest human error into opportunity. Smell and vision follow. Night vision is good enough to track shapes and movement, while scent maps territory like a living GPS. The city smells like a buffet. Brains matter. Coyotes are problem solvers, not reflex machines. They remember routes, associate human objects with food, and even mimic caution to test reactions. Neurologically, they show plasticity, the ability to rewire responses to new risks. That plasticity is what turns a wild canid into an urban tactician. Socially flexible, coyotes shift between solitary hunting and small family groups. That flexibility boosts learning. Juveniles copy successful urban tricks from adults. Physiology, low basal metabolism, opportunistic diet. They can survive on rodents, fruit, human waste, even domestic pets when food chains collide. Cities expand their menu. Reproductive strategy supports rapid colonization, early maturity, multiple pups, fast turnover. Populations rebound quickly after control measures, making urban management a Sisyphean task. Disease vectors and parasites complicate the picture, but coyotes tolerate many pathogens, carrying risk rather than succumbing. A resilient, dangerous survivor in human spaces. They exploit microhabitats, storm drains, greenbelts, abandoned lots, turning overlooked urban patches into safe corridors. This urban maze favors the patient predator. Anatomy plus cognition equals a learning machine. The question becomes not what it can eat, but what it can learn to expect from us. Researchers tag and track coyotes and find predictable signatures, routes along transit lines, nocturnal adjustments to lights, and sudden spurts of aggression when cornered. Those studies name a fact. Urban coyotes are adapted in behavior as much as body. they are evolution in fast forward, sculpted by city life. Behavior reveals the method. Coyotes patrol edges of human activity, learning when doors open, when dogs walk, when garbage appears. Each repetition is another line on their map. They practice stealth in alleys, patience at dusk, explosive bursts when a chance opens. The attack is often a last resort, triggered when escape fails for the target. Juveniles are apprentices, watching elders hunt near playgrounds and dumpsters. Learning accelerates with exposure to human refuse and predictable movement patterns. Coyotes time crossings with traffic lulls, use shadows from buildings, and even exploit the noise of subways to mask motion. The city becomes a camouflage machine. They learn avoidance too, recognizing aggressive humans, reading dogs' body language, picking battles they can win. Risk calculation is constant, brutal, and efficient. When cornered, coyotes escalate, distracting barks, feints, then a rapid lunge. The sequence is surgical. Minimize energy, maximize outcome. Urban coyotes also exploit human fear. A startled jogger pauses, a child freezes. Those split seconds create the trap. Predation often preys on our instincts. Food plays a role. Abundant waste reduces hunting costs, increasing boldness. Boldness begets more learning, which begets more risk to humans and pets. Territoriality adapts. Boundaries fade under city lights. Ranges shrink near steady food. More coyotes in smaller spaces means more encounters and more conflicts. They use vertical space. Rooftops, retaining walls, and drainage tunnels become ambush points. The city is three-dimensional to a predator that thinks in roots. The most chilling behavior, predatory creativity. Coyotes have been filmed opening gates, following bicycles, and baiting unwary pets with staged movements. They habituate to sounds we think alarming. Sirens, fireworks, even gunshots sometimes lose their meaning. That desensitization erodes our protective layers. Every behavioral gain is a turning point. Increased efficiency, more successful hunts, faster cultural transmission among coyotes. The system accelerates without obvious warning. Conflict spirals when escape routes for prey disappear. Fenced yards, leashed dogs, busy streets. When escape fails, attacks spike, and the predator pays no moral price. Human unpredictability can help. Sudden loud noises or assertive posture deter attacks. But coyotes test responses, probing for weakness until the pattern is clear. They also time reproductions around human calendars, exploiting seasonal waste. Young learn in city classrooms of survival, and mistakes are rare once patterns are learned. Field footage shows an animal both wary and cunning, not mindless, but calculating. That cognitive edge is the real threat in our neighborhoods. And the last twist, when we try to remove them, survivors learn to avoid traps and change schedules. Control can select for smarter, more elusive coyotes. Predation in cities is not dramatic theater. It's opportunistic, surgical, and often invisible. Small pets, injured animals, even humans who can't flee are vulnerable. A common scenario. A pet slips through a gap at dawn. The coyote follows the schedule, corners the animal, and strikes before the owner returns. Speed, surprise, finality. Coyotes also scavenge human kills, roadkill, garbage, turning our mistakes into calories. That link between waste and predation reshapes urban food webs. When they attack people, it's often when escape fails. A child chased into an alley, or a person trapped on a narrow path. The geometry of escape matters. Risk isn't uniform. Neighborhoods with open green corridors and unsecured waste see more incidents. The landscape patterns create hotspots of conflict. Coyotes can shift prey preference quickly. If pets are abundant and easy, they become primary targets. The predator's flexibility is the cruel variable. Cost comes back to people. Fear, loss, and the temptation for lethal management. But killing individuals rarely fixes learned behavior in the population. Removing bold coyotes can open space for even bolder juveniles. Control effort creates turnover, and with it, a cycle of relearning and renewed conflict. Sometimes coyotes pay a cost too. Vehicle collisions, traps, retaliatory shootings. Those costs select for warier survivors and smarter urban veterans. Encounters escalate when escape corridors are eliminated. Fenced yards, locked alleys, closed greenways. Prey becomes boxed in, and the predator's efficiency spikes. Human behavior influences outcomes. Leaving pets unattended or feeding wildlife teaches coyotes that people are a food source. The lesson is simple and deadly. Effective mitigation comes from altering patterns. Secure trash, supervise pets, deny predictable rewards. The city can be reshaped to interrupt the predator's learning. Reproduction fuels the dynamic. Breeding season concentrates coyotes. Dens appear in secluded urban pockets. Pups learn the city from day one, inheriting skills, not just genes. Parents teach routes to safe food, the best ambush spots, and which human behaviors to trust. Cultural transmission is as important as instinct in urban populations. Mortality is front-loaded. Many pups die, but enough survive to keep the population resilient. High reproductive output makes local control fragile and temporary. Seasonality matters. Births align with abundant food, often coinciding with human festivals or tourist seasons. More waste, more food, more bold juveniles. Dispersal sends young coyotes into new neighborhoods where they test and expand the learned urban scripts. Each disperser is a seed of cultural innovation for the species. Human interventions, removal or relocation, can fracture packs, accelerating dispersal and spreading urban adapted behavior across the landscape. Thus, reproduction and management are entangled. Biological resilience plus learned behavior means cities will rarely be coyoteless for long. The reproductive cycle is the engine of adaptation. Every pup that survives refines the species' urban playbook and tightens the predator's grip on the city. Ecologically, coyotes fill gaps left by larger predators. They control rodents and mesopredators, reshaping food webs inside our neighborhoods. This is not purely villainy. Their presence reduces numbers of some species, but increases scavenging pressure. The net effect on biodiversity is complex, sometimes stabilizing, sometimes destructive. Coyotes are ecosystem engineers in miniature, altering prey behavior, plant recruitment, and disease dynamics. Cities unknowingly host a new ecological order. The paradox: by preying on rats, coyotes can lower disease spread, yet their boldness raises zoonotic risks. Balance is fragile and context-dependent. Management choices ripple. Lethal control, translocation, or coexistence strategies. Each reshape the urban ecosystem in different, often unseen ways. Our cities have become evolutionary playgrounds. Coyotes adapt, ecosystems shift, and humans must decide whether to alter the game or accept a new natural order. Ethically, the story is messy. We created conditions that favor this predator: waste, fragmentation, and predictable routines. blame is diffuse, but consequences are direct. When escape fails and attacks happen, we face a choice: change our behavior or change theirs. Each option carries moral and ecological costs. The question returns: how does a predator learn our cities and turn our routines into traps? It learns because we teach it, through habit and waste and predictable safety. So, what do we owe the cities we build? Consider that question. Then tell us which animal should be examined next. Suggest one in the comments. And quietly tap like while you decide.